So after all the comments in the last episode of everyone saying make sure you fix the rust fully before you start painting, I didn't mean I was going to ignore some bits, I just thought I'd prioritise some bits, but I took you guys' advice and I got all of it fixed. So I dropped the car off. It was a fucking nightmare trying to find somewhere to do it though, I'm not going to lie. I did a full Patreon video of that and a load of other things, trying to go around and get quotes and stuff. So that's on Patreon. So I have explained it on there, so I'm a bit confused. Oh, ghosts, hello! But anyway, I found somewhere to do it. And I dropped the car off and I just said, wherever you find, just do it. So it's quite an expensive bill, I'm not gonna lie, because obviously the more you start, the more you find. But this guy's actually managed to do a sunroof delete as well. So he's put a panel where the sunroof is, so even better. I was so scared about that, so I've still not found a sunroof anywhere. I'm just walking down here now, gonna collect it. He's been doing it over the past couple of days. So had a couple like sills and bits in the boot, bits on the inner arches, and bits on the bodywork, but it's all done. So I'm gonna go and see him. He doesn't know how to do YouTube, so I'm gonna end it here. But lovely little walk where we are here. Really, really nice, really relaxing. So I'm gonna go and pick up the S13, drive it home. I'm here now, so I'll see you in a second. Good morning, people. Sorry for that weird cut. I picked the car up, and after I finished talking and everything, it just went really dark. So I've got the car here. We have got all the rust done. I've literally just uploaded that video last night, and thanks to everyone who messaged me and rang me and got in contact with me saying that they can deal with the rust. I think next time I'm just going to wait till I put the video live and then and then see what kind of offers I get. But I have all got the rust done, so thank you, Investor, but I have all got it done. So what he's done is he actually did quite a lot. The more we took away, the more rust it needed. So he spent about a day and a half doing it. So I can't remember everything he's done. I have got pictures of everything, but pretty much we've got a new sill welded in to here. We've got a new inner arch welded in there. All this bit was cracked, all that bit's been welded in and wall welded in the inside and welded in the inside here. Underneath on the fuel tank, all the boot's been done, so the boot's been all welded up. This side here on the arch has been welded up, this side here, down here, and the sill's been done. Inside, a lot has been done, and he's actually done a stainless steel sunroof delete as well. So we did get quite a lot done. He also tidied up the door sills. So he did quite he's done actually quite a lot of work. He actually said as well, when I picked it up, he said the chassis itself is fucking clean. That's what he said. He was surprised at how clean the chassis was. So I literally just give him free range, just whatever he finds, just do it, just get it done. And he has done, which is amazing. There were some bits that looked rusty, but he was like, nah, it's solid. So he's grinding it up and just sprayed over it. So it's a rust-free car now. So we've had all that done. So it needed to be done. So that's all done. Is it done? I think it's done. But today, I've been waiting for this part for so long because it's literally going to tie the whole car off. We've got a fat boy rear bumper. So this morning we're going to put that rear bumper on and we're going to put the rest of the kit on as well. Annoyingly, remember that genuine BN front bumper that I have? Annoyingly, I dropped that off at a place to get done, and then they went bust, which is terrible. So they went under, so we had to close the shop. So sadly he couldn't do it. So now I'm left with this genuine front bumper, and it's got a big crack in it. But I want it on, but I can't paint it because he was like one of the only guys that said he could do it. I'm dropping off at a guy on Monday, hopefully he can do it, and then we can paint the fucking car. But let me go and get this ginormous rear bumper from inside, and let's get it on, because it's really good to tie the whole car off, and we'll put the side skirts back on. It's start going to come in together. So I think you really underestimate the size of this package. I thought Rusty were taking the piss when they said that's a bumper. I was like, shut up mate, where's my bumper? This is the bumper. I've actually not unpacked this. Is the first time I'm going to see this bumper, because I've actually not unpacked it, as you can tell. So this is a replica BN1. The front bumper I've got is genuine, and this is a replica, but it's from a company that I've heard a really good fit. So I might have to get another replica front BN bumper if this guy on Monday can't fix the one that I've got. So let's get it out. It feels heavy. Here it is, hot boy as fuck, and we have the Jap plate insert as well. So there it is. Hopefully I don't have to take all these lights off. I don't think so. Use a bubble wrap to sit on. Delicious. Now, seriously, this is like way comfier than you can imagine. This is I could stay out all day. So I'm just taking the number plate lights off, which are, well, I have no idea what bolt they are because my toolbox is that dead. I'm using a 9/30 tooth. So it's a 9/30 tooth to get these bolts off. There we go, 110mm bolt. Get wrecked. Honestly, I think this is attached to some witchcraft or some shit. I've no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to pull this polystyrene out because it only makes sense that the bolts are above the polystyrene. I'm so confused right now, but I'm just pulling some shit. The only thing I think of is that we have to remove the lights and this little thing here. It's the only thing I can think of because it's the only thing that makes sense. Fucking hell. About 6,000 bolts later. Jesus Christ. That was nothing short of a piss take. Honestly, I best be able to get to this fucking bumper now, otherwise I'm going to be fuming. Wait. What the fuck are the bolts? Nah, this is a piss take, mate. They're literally hiding down there. 1/4 mil. I'm going to have to get a 1/4 mil now if I don't have a fucking 1/4 mil. I can't believe this is happening right now. I don't have a 10mm and a 1/4 inch. I've lost my fucking 10mm spanner. So I'll have to just wedge in the 3/8. Oh wait. Haha. Thanks, Will from the office. Had to borrow your tool set of the day. Thank God I didn't return it. This is probably one of the worst bumper designs I've ever worked on. And don't forget, guys, I've worked on a lot of fucking Renaults. Fucking hell. Fucking what a piece of shit, mate. The bumper, not the car. I love it. I'm a little bit confused of how this is going to bolt because it's like a total different design. Because it's flat there. Like this isn't flat. It's got the bolts there. So you're gonna have to do some winging, I think. I was just thinking, and I thought, fucking hell, has he got a cannon on that? Imagine if it had the exhaust bolts. This is so annoying doing it on your own. Hey. No idea how it's going to fit. It looks pretty sick though, doesn't it? It does look pretty sick, don't even fucking lie to me. I'm just using these polystyrene things to prop it up, and I'm just going to get it somewhat thingy. To be fair, it's that tight, it kind of fits on, so I'm thinking all I'd need to really do, I don't think I'd be able to put any bolts down the middle, but if I just put some, like here, I don't know if I'd be able to drill through that actually, but I'm thinking, maybe like a bolt in the end there, and a bolt somewhere here-ish, and that should keep it up really. Tell me that's not one slutty slendy girl. Wait, what? Okay, so there's literally no bolts on that, and I can barely even fucking move it. It's like tight on, boys. I think it's sitting, it kind of just sits on top of that bracket, so I'm thinking just bolts on the side, and we're good to go. At least I can get it on and off easy. I also need to cut out some bits for the number plate lights as well, because as you can see, there's none there, my guy. But I'm thinking, I know I won't be able to put them on the side, so I've just put them on the top here somewhere. So I've just drew around these, and I'm just going to drill a load of holes inside there and just basically cut out that shape. That's what I'm going to do. I've only got a grinder, so I'm going to have to use a drill. If I had a Dremel, it'd be good, but I don't think I have one, so I'm just going to go way in between them lines. So I've just drilled the shape that I want, and now I'm just going to just drill through the remaining holes, and then that'll just pump straight out, and then hopefully I'll just slide straight in. So it's definitely not pretty, and I can definitely file it up if I want to, but it's just going to sit like that, and you won't even see it. So, boom. Now I can't drill it though. There's a little hole where the bloody screw goes. Oh, I fucked it, boys. Okay, next time I'm going to have to just go in the middle. Okay, so for that one, I've actually made marks of where to go up to. Do not go all the way like this. So I'm just going to get the bumper bolted up. So that is pretty much dead on where I want it. That is equal. And we've got a little bit of a gap here, but I can just put a riv nut in there again to tighten it down. But I just want them in these bolts in the right position. This will hold it. So we need to put a bit of filler on this and stuff while it's been welded. But I'm going to put a hole there. I'm going to put a bolt through this side and a bolt through on that side. A decent sized bolt, much bigger than the bolts I've used in the side skirts. And there we go. That's pretty much bolted up, really. So we've put a nut on a bolt on this side, because there was already a hole a bit bigger than the bolt. So we put nut and bolt on this side. On this side, there wasn't a hole already in the arch, so I've just drilled a hole just the right size, and that's just threading straight into there. There's a little bit of a gap there, but the car is never going to be absolutely perfect, and I can always change it at a later date. It's a bit of a gap here, but all it needs is just a riv nut just to push up against there. But like, it's absolutely solid. Like, it is genuinely fucking solid. So all I'm going to do now is just try to put that wiring through. I need to just grind this out a little bit bigger because it's not sitting through. I'm just charging the battery, so it's just a little bit off. See how it's just a little bit off? And then this one will just sit to the left a little bit. So once I've done that, we're good. But I just need to get the grinder and just make that a little bit bigger because this one isn't going through. Right, so this is where I've just put the side skirts back on as well. I know it looks horrendous with these wheels, and the side skirts are super dirty, but we are getting there. I could do with a little bit of a better alignment with the side skirts. Coming along. I can't do too much more in this video because I've got to go out. Everyone. It is a Saturday. I have a life as well, but the bumper looks miles better on the back. I just can't wait to get it painted. The last thing for stoppers getting it painted is just the front bumper, the black BM bumper on the front, and then we can start looking at getting it painted. We are going to fill a lot of bits, so we are going to be doing it over 2 days with Kuba. The paint jobs, a lot of things need filling and stuff, but looks so much better. Like, the back of it just looks so much better now. Oh yeah, so much better. Sick one, guys. Can't wait for the wheels. As you can see in the last video, we powder coated the brakes and refurbished them. Not powder coated, painted and refurbished them, so they're all ready to go. So I reckon Tuesday we're going to be doing the full 5-stud conversion. Hopefully it won't take too long. I've got a load of spare parts on there just in case anything is broken or anything like that. But I just can't wait for these wheels. When these wheels go on, I am thinking I'm going to put the 9Js on the front, so the wider ones on the front. But we do need a couple of tyres as well, because the ones in the front here haven't got tyres on. But what I'm thinking of doing is probably just take, well, what size are these actually? So they're a 215, so they will fit. It's a 215 on the fronts there, but they are stretched, and that's the larger wheel. Oh no, these are the bigger wheels, so they probably need a 225 on them. But the car's looking so much better, boys. This is the end of this video. Love you all. We'll see you in the next one.